Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. This week we have what's called box drills. Everything we do today will be within the same box, okay? And the setup is similar to what we've done in the past, where each side of the box or the square is gonna be 16 feet. So I got a tape measure. We're gonna drop just 4 cones right now. We're gonna drop a few more a little later, but for now it's just gonna be 4 cones, all right? So let's set up. Okay, so we have our box set up, and we're just gonna start with a little bit of agility, okay? These aren't tested, and we're not timing it. We just want you guys to get sharp and mentally and physically ready for the workout. Here we go. Okay, so on the agility, it's very simple. You're basically gonna start on the right side, run forward, and then you're side shuffling to the other cone, and then you're running backwards. And then when you're done, when you're on the last cone, all you have to do is go through the middle of the box as fast as you can, okay? So the key in the corners is making those turns very sharp. We want to try and make the shape of a box. We don't want it to be rounded. This involves acceleration, deceleration, change of speed, and then just pure sprinting, okay? So if you're facing that way, you start on this side, and when you're facing this way, you're also gonna start on that side, which will be that cone down there. Hopefully that made sense. If not, just ask me in the comments, I'll help you out. All right, so once we are warm, our heart rate's up, we're feeling pretty good, we're gonna move on to wedge traps, okay? And again, it's gonna take place in the box. And a wedge trap is essentially a way to bring the ball down out of the air very quickly. So if I've coached you before, you've heard me say many, many, many times, we don't want the ball to be bouncing. We wanna get it as flat as we can. The technique is I wanna let the ball, it's in the air, I wanna let the ball hit the ground first and then my foot. So the ball's in the air right when it bounces. I'm gonna make a little roof over the ball, and it's gonna hit the ground and hit my foot and then kind of scoot out one way or the other, depending on what part of my foot I'm gonna use, okay? So when the ball's in the air, if I'm gonna use the inside of my foot, have the ball in the air, and the ball scoots out that way and stays flat. Obviously, if I'm playing in a game, I'm gonna go with the ball, but just staying here just so I can talk to you guys. If we're using the outside of our foot, it's the same technique. We're just gonna turn our foot the opposite way, so the ball's in the air, and I'm hitting the ball immediately after it hits the ground. I'm not waiting. If I wait, the ball's gonna pop up and keep bouncing. If the ball's bouncing, we're doing something wrong. We wanna take that bounce completely out, all right? The timing is 30 seconds, but again, give yourself some practice before you time yourself so you're ready. It's gonna start from my hands. So I'm gonna throw the ball above my head. It's important that I get the ball above my head, and I'm gonna use my strong foot first, okay? So I'm gonna use inside of the foot to go out of the box, use one of our turns to get back in the box. That could be a cut push, a step over, a Cruyff, whatever you wanna do. And then I'm gonna throw the ball in the air again, and I'm gonna Cruyff it with the outside of my foot out that side of the box, and then again, a turn to get back in. So it looks like this. Common mistakes when we're trying to do a wedge trap is we touch the ball before the ground does. So if I touch the ball before the ground does, it looks like this, and the ball goes off in some direction, I'm not under control. So I want the ball to hit the ground first, and then my foot. Another common mistake is I don't get my foot enough over the ball. So I think that I'm gonna hit it, but I don't actually end up hitting it. So I need to make sure that my foot is absolutely over the ball right after it bounces. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a go. It's 30 seconds. we can't count the rep if we don't get out of the box. So if I do my wedge trap and I stay in the box, it doesn't count. If you do your wedge trap and the ball goes into the street, you can count that one, but it's going to take you a little while to get back inside the box. Okay, so relative to the other exercises, the score is going to be kind of low, but that's okay because it's kind of a highly demanding technical activity. So our rest period is going to be alternating juggling. So right to left to right to left to right to left. In order for it to count, it has to be perfect. We've got to go right, left, right. If we go right, right, left, we start over, okay? If the ball hits the ground, you keep what you got. So if I juggle alternating 10 times and then it hits the ground, my high is 10, and then I start again from 0, okay? So 30 seconds again is what you have, alternating right and left. Here we go. The ball has to start on the ground. Okay, so you saw me, it was just reaction to hit it twice with my right foot. I had to start over. I think my high was 17 on that one. Okay, our next one is gonna be speed dribbling. And for speed dribbling, we're just gonna add a few cones, okay? And what we're gonna do is drop a cone between the cones that are already there like this. Okay, so for speed dribbling, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at one corner. You're gonna dribble as fast as you can around the box. You have to stay outside of the box, and we're gonna either use only our right foot or only our left foot, okay? And you're gonna go around the box. When you get back to the start, you're gonna do a turn and you're gonna go back the way you came from, and then when you get back, again, a turn and keep going. So you're starting and stopping at the same cone every single time. And for this one, we're trying to go as fast as humanly possible. The counting is you're gonna count every cone, okay? So you start at 1, and then the middle is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way around, you're counting every cone. Again, it does help to have someone else helping you count, so you can just focus on going fast. Some of us don't have that luxury, and that's okay, all right? So let's give it a try. It is 30 seconds. You always want to win the race with the ball, okay? Sometimes we use the analogy, the ball is like walking your dog. You don't want the dog to walk you, meaning I don't want the dog running and pulling and getting ahead of me. I want to be in control. I want to be the one walking the dog. So making sure that, how that translates is I don't want the ball to get too far out in front of me, okay? On the sides, I can push it a little bit further, but then I need to really sprint and catch up so I can make the turn. So we do right foot, and then you're gonna do the same with your left foot, okay? So remember, in between, we're gonna work on our juggling, all right? So alternating juggling, 30 seconds. My high last time was 17, so I'm just trying to beat 17. Okay, our next drill is very similar to speed dribbling. The counting is the same, the setup is the same. The only difference is instead of going around the box, you're gonna weave the cone. So we're trying to weave every single cone. Start at one cone or one corner, go around. When you get there, we turn and we go back and we go again. All right, let's give it a try. If you find yourself cutting corners, you missed something in there, right? We should be weaving the cone's not cutting corners. So if you do it one time and you get like a 25 and the next time you get a 50, something was a little off there, okay? So, okay guys, that's it for this week. Remember, things to remember, alternating juggling in your rest periods. And again, you can do as many rounds as you want. I'm hoping that you are doing more than 1 or 2, trying to beat your score. And then in between while you're resting, do your alternating juggling for 30 seconds. And also, remember to have fun. I mean, it's not all about this type of stuff. We saw some of our guys doing different kinds of trick shots. The Techni app, get on the Techni app, have fun with that if you want to change a pace. If you want to work on different pickups, things that we've done or things that you find, have fun with the ball. It's not all about getting the high score on everything, okay? So enjoy the ball, spend some time with it, and I think you'll see that that pays off more than you would think. When you're working on tricks and things like that, it's not wasted time. You're getting comfortable with the ball. You're doing things that are very difficult. And the cool part about it is you're learning something cool that you can show your friends when we get back outside, okay? So take care, have a good week, keep working hard, keep having fun. I know it's difficult. It's difficult for me too, but we're just trying to stay positive and soldier on, okay? So hopefully I see you guys sooner than later. Have a good week.